Hello friends, welcome back to the Python programming session. In the earlier session, we had seen indexing in NumPy arrays in one-dimensional, two-dimensional and three-dimensional arrays. We had seen how we can fetch a single item from one, two or three-dimensional arrays. And in today's session, let's see indexing in NumPy array by using the colon symbol. So in today's session, let's see indexing in NumPy array using the colon symbol. So firstly, let's look into the 1D array. So till now, we had seen how we can fetch a single element from a NumPy array. And today, let's see with the help of colon, how we can fetch a single row or a single column elements from the NumPy array. Firstly, for the one-dimensional array, let me say import numpy as np array1 is equal to np.array, and let me give a one-dimensional array 10, 20, 30 and then 40. So this is the one-dimensional array. Now let me print all the elements in this one-dimensional array. How can I do so? So print array1, and if we give a colon, then all the elements in the one-dimensional array gets printed. So when I give print array1 square bracket, if I specify a colon symbol, then my entire array gets printed on the console. So we got the entire row of elements by using the colon symbol. Now let's quickly move on to the 2D array, two-dimensional array. For a two-dimensional array, it's an array of one-dimensional arrays. So let me give another one-dimensional array 50, 60, 70 and then 80 enclosed within an outer square brackets to form a two-dimensional array. So this is my two-dimensional array. Now if I want to fetch a particular row or a particular column elements, then I can do so with the help of the index colon symbol. So firstly, let me say print array1 square brackets, let me say 0 comma colon. Since it's a two-dimensional array, we have to give two index values. So the first index value I'm giving it as 0, that is a hardcore, means a value, and the second one is a colon symbol. So what gets printed, friends? Since it's a two-dimensional array, I'll be having 10, 20, 30, 40, which is one-dimensional array, and then 50, 60, 70, 80, which is another one-dimensional array. Together it forms a 2D array. So this is at the 0th index and this is at the first index. So 10, 20, 30, 40 is at the 0th index, 50, 60, 70, 80 is at the first index. Since I given 0, so let me not consider this particular row. In the 0th row, I have given colon. So all the column elements gets considered. So my output in this case would be equal to 10, 20, 30, 40. So my output would be in this particular format. And now if I say print array 1, 1 comma colon. So this is at the 0th index and 50, 60, 70, 80 is at the first index. Since I am giving 1 comma colon, the 0th row won't be considered. It will not be considered. The first row will be considered, and in the first row, for the column I have not specified any element. So I have specified colon. So all the column elements of the first row will be considered. So my output in this case would be equal to 50, 60, 70 and then 80. So this would be my output. Now let me say print array 1 and I give colon in the row in the first index and 0 as the second index value. So friends, what will happen in this scenario? 10, 20, 30, 40 would be at the 0th index. 50, 60, 70, 80 will be at the first index. Now I given colon at the first position, first index value. That means to say it will consider both the rows. If I give colon at the first position, it represents the rows. So it will consider both the rows, that is the 0th row and the first row. In the 0th row and the first row, it will consider the 0th element. What is the 0th element in the 0th row? It is 10. What is the 0th element in the first row? It is 50. So the output would be equal to 10 and then 50. Similarly, if I say print array 1 colon 2. So colon in the first index represents both the rows. So 0th row also will be considered. The first row will also be considered. Now I have to take the second column element. So what is the second column element in both the cases, in both the rows? 0, 1, 2. This is the second item. 0, 1, 2. This is the second item. So it will be 30, 70. So this is how we can fetch a row of elements or a column in a two-dimensional array. So initially for 0, colon, it considered the 0th row and all the elements. So 10, 20, 30, 40. 1, colon, it considered the first row, all the elements 50, 60, 70, 80. Then colon, 0, so it considered both the rows and the 0th element, that is 10 and 50. Colon, 2, it considered both the rows. In that the second element, that is 30 and 70, were printed on the console. So this is how we can fetch a row or a column of elements from a 2D array. Now let's see how we can access elements from a 3D array. So nextly, let's move on to the 3D array. So for 3D array, let me say 10, 20, 30. This is the one-dimensional array, 40, 50, 60. This is another one-dimensional array. These two together form one two-dimensional array. So, since a 3D array is an array of two-dimensional arrays, we have to have more than one two-dimensional arrays. So, let me take 70, 80, 90 and then 100, 110 and 120. this whole thing will be enclosed in the outer square brackets to form a 3D array. So this is my 3D array. Now for a 3D array, we have to specify 3 index values. So if I say print array1, if I give colon, comma 1, comma 1. So what will get printed? It's an array of two-dimensional array. So 10, 20, 30 is one-dimensional array. 40, 50, 60 forms another one-dimensional array to form one two-dimensional arrays. This is the 0th two-dimensional array. 0 2D array. And then I am having 70, 80, 90, 100, 110, 120, which forms another 2D array. So this is the first 2D array. First index 2D array. This is the 0th index 2D array. In the 0th index 2D array, again we are having two one-dimensional arrays. So this forms the 0th 1D array, one-dimensional array, and this forms the first 1D array, 1D array. Similarly, in the first index two-dimensional array, this is the 0th 2D array, 0th 1D array, 1D array, and this is the first one-dimensional array. So friends, here I am giving colon in the first index. The first index always stands for a 2D array. The second index for a 1D array, and the third index for the 0D array. So since I have given colon in the first index, which represents the 2D array, both the 2D arrays will be considered. So friends, we have to remember when we give colon, both the 2D arrays will be considered. In that, I am considering the first one-dimensional array. So the first one-dimensional array is this particular array, that is 40, 50, 60. And in this, the first 1D array is 100, 110, 120. So in both the 2D arrays, it is considering one-dimensional arrays. In both the one-dimensional arrays, it is considering the first index element. So what is the first index element? This is 0th index and this is first index. 0th index, first index. So 50 and then 110 will be printed on the console. Similarly, if I say print array1, let me take another similar example, 1, 2. Colon in the first position represents both the 2D arrays. Then the first row in both the 2D arrays is this particular row. First row, first row. Second element 0, 1, 2, 0, 1, 2. So 60 and 120 will be printed on the console. Now let's move on to the another example wherein I say 0, colon, colon. So what gets printed? Here I am giving 0. So it will consider this two-dimensional array. It won't take the first two-dimensional array. It will take the 0 2D array. In that I given colon. So it will consider both the rows. And again I given colon. So it will consider all the elements. So my array would be 10, 20, 30. And then 40, 50, 60, which forms a 2D array. So we have got a plane of elements, or here a column of elements. So with the help of colon, we can get a plane or a row or a column of elements. If I say array 1, 1, comma 1, comma colon. So in this case, what gets printed? So it will take the first 2D array, that is this particular array. The first column, that is this column, this row. The first row. So this particular row. In that it will consider all the elements. So 100, 110, 120. So it will be 100, 110 and then 120. Now if I give colon in all the three places, then my entire 3D array will get printed. Hope so friends, you could understand how we can take a row of elements or a column of elements or a plane of elements by indexing in NumPy array using the colon symbol. Hope so it is clear for you. If you have any doubts, please do reach to me out in the comment section. If you like my video, click on the like button and please do subscribe to get notifications of my new videos. Till then, see you. Bye bye.